Welcome back to the Cool Fears channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel stands for adult collectors and not children. And today, it's time to party. P-A-R-T-Y, because I've gotta. Because today, we are going to be taking a look at the 1/6 Present Toys mask figure. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out and thank you to channel sponsor Entertainment Earth. Check out my Entertainment Earth affiliate link down in the description below to check out some cool figures, get some free shipping, and help support the channel. Jumping on into this review, guys. Yes, today we are going to be taking a look at this smoking offering from Present Toys, their 1/6 scale mask figure. Now, not too long ago, we did get the Pocket World 1/12 scale mask figure, and when I got that guy in hand, I had so much fun with him, and it was such an awesome thing to have this guy in plastic representation on my 1/12 display. I was kind of mad I missed out on the 1/6 release. Now, Jim Carrey is one of the few actors that I do absolutely love, right next to Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, and even Willem Dafoe. So having this guy on my display is such an awesome thing. Now, I will say I wish it did come with an alternate Jim Carrey head sculpt. Now, there is an accessory that would warrant that as well. However, it does not come with that. However, there is a third-party Truman figure that is going to be releasing with two separate Jim Carrey head sculpts, so that's always a thought. But when am I not going to display this guy with this head sculpt? And the answer to that is never, because he is the mask and he looks absolutely phenomenal. This yellow pops so well in the display. Well, it did pop really well until I got a 1/6 scale Kobe figure, and he's in Laker gold. So now we do have two figures in the display trying to compete for your attention with the two yellow color schemes going on. But this guy has the other lime green aspect going on as well, and the polka dots on the lining to really capture your attention. And like I said, after getting the Pocket World 1/12 scale version of this guy, I really was kicking myself for missing out on this release, this 1/6 scale release. However, as always, I happen to be looking on OfferUp, and I found this guy for an amazing price. Now, this is the more recent release. There was a DX release about 5 years ago. Despite coming with like maybe one or two less accessories, this guy is definitely the better of the two. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and take a look at all the amazing great stuff that he does come with. So like I said, he doesn't come with an alternate Jim Carrey head sculpt, but he does come with an alternate head sculpt per se, and that is the alternate Wolf cartoon head sculpt. So when he first sees Nicole Kidman in the club, he does transform into this cartoon werewolf and starts howling and whistling at her like a cartoon character. And of course, he does come with the hat to go along. So that is really cool. It is on a fixed neck right here, so when you plug it in, there's not going to be too much mobility and stuff. I have yet to plug it into the body itself, but I don't really see myself displaying this figure ever with this alternate head sculpt. This one is just too good. But talking about alternate faces, I guess, we do get a version of the mask when it is removed off of his face, and that's why I said this accessory right here warrants an alternate unmasked Jim Carrey head sculpt. However, he wasn't technically wearing that suit as Jim Carrey either, so that would have warranted a whole different wardrobe change. But we still do get this accessory, and it is very well nicely done and detailed. So that is it in terms of all the extra heads for this guy. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at all the extra hands that he does come with. So he does come with, as you can see, a pair of pinching finger hands that he does have on currently, which you can use to open up the jacket like a pimp would, and he does also do this in the film. However, with the DX release and the Pocket World 1/12 scale release, he did come with an accessory that does fit into those hands, and it's that little honking thing that he does honk at the car that does honk at him when he falls into the street. But we don't get it with this release, but I'm okay with that because it's not like I was ever going to utilize it, and it'd be such a small accessory. It's just a hassle. It's a hassle in the 1/12 Pocket World release, and that's a 1/12 scale release, so that thing is even smaller. But this guy does come with those pinching hands. He does come with a pair of sea grip hands right here, once again, very well nicely done in the hands. You can see they were at least paid attention to. They painted them, gave him some pores, made him look like human skin. He does come with a pair of pointing fingers, a right and a left. He does come with a pair of money holding hands, which is really cool, but also a little lackluster because, well, we'll talk about that when we get to the accessories. And last but not least, he does come with a pair of four hands. He's saying four. I don't know. They're just kind of side relaxed hands, I guess. Not too much to them, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know about these. But that's it in terms of all the extra hands that he does come with. So now let's go ahead and take a look at all the great accessories that he does come with. So referencing back to those money grabbing hands, as you saw, we got a right and a left. However, we only get one wad of cash with them, and it is held together by just simple tape. So you can undo this and, you know, kind of spread them out as he does in that club scene. And they are all individually done, so you can do that, but there's only one stack. So they're going to be kind of thin in his hands. But you do also get that mallet that he utilizes to try and smash that alarm clock before it wakes his landlord lady. But we don't get the alarm clock in this release. The Pocket World and the original DX release of this guy did come with those. However, this one doesn't, but it's okay. Next up, we do get those 3 money bags we see him sling over his back when he robs the Edge City bank, and very well nicely done. It is just full of con to kind of fluff it up and everything. They're all tied together, so it makes it easier for him to sling all 3 over his shoulder if that's something that you do want. That may actually be a way I display him at some point. But last but not least, we do also get Milo transformed, because at the end of the movie he does manage to get the mask onto his face, and well, you see the result right here. Now, in my Pocket World 1/12 scale review, I did call this guy Otis for some reason. I don't know why I called him Otis. I think Otis is the name of the dog in Mask 2, which is a god-awful movie, and I don't know why I remembered Otis from that movie, but I couldn't remember Milo from the classic. But yes, the 1/12 scale Pocket World also did come with a Milo, so that's pretty cool. They're essentially just mirror images of each other, the two releases, in my opinion. But the last thing that he does come with is your typical 1/6 scale crotch grabber, as well as the base that it connects to, and it just says mask right there. It's just a sticker, it's bubbling right there, but all yellow base with the green logo right there. So that is it in terms of all the great stuff that he does come with. So why don't we go ahead and take him off the rotating turntable so we can take a closer look at the figure's detail and, of course, his articulation. Alright guys, so here we have him up close to the camera so we can take a nice closer look at this guy's details and, of course, his articulation. So the hat is a removable piece, much like with the other head sculpt, as you can see. It is made of a thin plastic, so it does kind of bow and stuff very easily. Let me try and get him to stand on his own. But yeah, and the paint is a little blotchy, as you can see. It's not perfectly smooth or anything, but it is what it is. Even without the hat, the head sculpt still looks absolutely phenomenal, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Taking a look at his yellow suit, like I said, definitely stands out in the collection display, especially the inside, and having him kind of pulling that jacket open while he's displayed really shows it off. He has a really funky polka dot pattern on the inside. Even his suspenders have this fun little pattern right here, and of course the tie that does happen to get shot off and give Ipkiss away. The pants are your typical pleated suit pants, and coming down here we do have some Michael Jackson shoes. Yes, they are very reminiscent of the type of shoes that Michael Jackson wore, and well, maybe just pimps in the olden days in general, because that's essentially what this guy is wearing, is a pimp suit. But taking a look at the head sculpt, I mean, come on guys, that is Jim Carrey as the Mask through and through right there. Just absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Absolutely love the color green. It's the perfect shade. It definitely resembles the film very well, and it has a very good likeness to Jim Carrey under the mask. This is essentially what he looked like in the movie. So yeah guys, all in all, just a phenomenal figure. The tailoring on this guy is just absolutely phenomenal as well. It's really tailored like it should be. So with that being said guys, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, even in the movie it's like this. The mask kind of cuts off right here, and wow, that is just really well done. So with that being said guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy's articulation. He will look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He is on a fixed neck and head peg right here, so there's no separation. But he will still look down that far, up that far, and some decent head tilt side to side. His arms will go out to a T-pose, butterfly joint. Nope. Is there a bicep swivel? There's a bicep swivel. It's just really fucking tight T-pose. His arms will go forward that far. They'll go back that far. He does come with double hinge elbows, so his arms will go in very far. Rotation at the wrist, hinging up and down, in and out, whichever way that ball peg is facing. Taking a look at his ab crunch, he does have a slight ab crunch forward and back. Rotation at the lower torso right there. Taking a look at his legs, he can actually do the splits, so he can join the cheerleading squad, which is really cool. I'm really hoping that they release a 1/6 scale figure of this guy when he's dressed up as like the Mexican dancer and everything, when he's trying to fool the cops. That'd be really fucking cool. Or the French version. I think either of those would be great additions to my collection. He will kick out that far, or he will actually kick forward, I should say, that far. He won't kick back at all. He does come with double hinge knees. No, single hinge knees, no rotation at those knees. Taking a look at his ankles, they will go down that far, up that far, and a ball rocker hinge. So all in all, just an absolutely phenomenal figure, and one that I am super happy and glad to have added to my collection. So with that being said, guys, that wraps it up for this guy's articulation. Alright guys, so that has been my review of the Present Toys 1/6 scale mask figure. Once again, this is a third-party offering, so be aware of that. But with that being said, let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of this figure? And if you've made it this far, type down in the comments below, smoking. That way I know you made it this far and you're enjoying the content. As always, shout out to the channel sponsor, Entertainment Earth. Check out my Entertainment Earth affiliate link down in the description below to check out some cool figures, get some free shipping, and of course, help support the channel. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.